little bit harder. So today we're doing math lesson 7.06. The first thing I want to do is I want to give a big cheer to the class. You guys did a great job on Dreambox. Let me tell you who my Dreambox stars are today. Javier, Amadi, Eli, Anna, Brianna, Liam, Christian, Kainoa, Evie, Megan, and Sasha all did their Dreambox. Yay! Remember,
how many did we all do?
Well, some of you did a lot more than others. Eli, you did a lot, but everybody did at least one, and it's only Tuesday, so today's the day to do your second one. Let's see if we can get them done this week. If you forgot to do
I already did all for this week, so
that's great. If you forgot to do your Dreambox, please remember to go in and do it, okay? So there's a couple of you here who might have forgotten. Please go in and do it. In the meantime, we're doing Math 7.06, which is working with fraction models. And I'm going to show you a little video right now to help you understand how to do this one, okay? So I know that you can solve some of these problems, but they want you to do it. This is the worksheet that you're working on, 706. It's in your printout, so it's in this one. And here's how they want you to do it with models. So fraction model, masterpiece. Let's go to page 2 of the lesson. Okay, fixing for some mixing. Is it going to open or not? Fraction models can be a lot of fun. Let's explore a video that demonstrates how to solve 1 2/3 plus 1 1/6 using fraction models. But maybe it's never going to open. Entertain yourself. Okay, tell your riddle now, Liam, while we're waiting.
Okay. Wednesday, Steve and Pam go to a restaurant to eat lunch. After eating lunch, they pay the bill. But Steve and Pam did not pay the bill. So who does?
Wait a minute. Say it again.
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
The waiter. No. It's not the
Pam?
waiter.
Say, okay.
You say it again. Wednesday, Steve and Pam go to the restaurant to eat lunch. After eating lunch, they pay the bill. But Steve and Pam do not pay the bill.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, Steve and Pam don't pay the bill. So Steve or Pam paid the bill, but not both. Is that right?
No.
No. So neither Steve nor Pam paid the bill?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's weird.
wait, isn't it Wednesday?
What's the answer?
Wednesday. Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, so
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Said that. I said that.
Wednesday, Steve and Pam.
Oh, Wednesday paid the bill.
It doesn't say.
I get it. Somebody's
was-
named Wednesday. Okay, here we go. Fraction models. Let's watch this video. Hope it plays.
Fraction models are a great tool for adding mixed numbers. Let's use them to add 1 2/3 and 1 1/6. First, represent each mixed number with a fraction model. The whole part of the first mixed number is 1. Draw and shade one whole square to represent one whole. The fraction part of the first mixed number is 2/3. This means we have 2 out of 3 parts of another whole. To show this, draw a hole and partition it into 3 equal parts. Shade 2 of them to represent the fraction 2/3. The whole part of the second mixed number is 1. Draw and shade one whole square to represent one whole. The fraction part of the second mixed number is 1/6. This means we have 1 out of 6 parts of another whole. Model this by drawing a hole and partitioning it into 6 equal parts. Then, shade one of them to represent the fraction 1/6. Now that we have drawn the fraction models, let's add them. We can add the wholes easily. The fraction models representing thirds and sixths are more difficult because they're partitioned into a different number of equal parts. How can we change them so they're partitioned into the same number of equal parts? In the fraction model for 2/3, partition each third into 2 equal parts. Now, this fraction model has 6 equal parts, like the fraction model for the second mixed number. The fraction 2/3 has now become 4/6 because 4 of the 6 equal parts are shaded. Because the fractions are represented by the same denominator, we can add them together. First, add the whole numbers. 1 whole plus 1 whole equals 2 wholes. Next, add the fraction parts of each mixed number. Since we're adding sixths, partition the fraction model into 6 equal parts. Shade in 4/6 to represent the fraction part of the first mixed number, and 1/6 to represent the fraction in the second mixed number. Now, 5 of the 6 parts are shaded, which is the fraction 5/6. Combining 5/6 with 2 wholes, we get a final answer of 2 5/6. So 1 2/3 plus 1 1/6 equals 2 5/6. Next time you add mixed numbers, don't get mixed up. Use fraction models to keep you on track.
Okay, so the only thing I'm going to say about this is the models are really useful when you're doing not very many pieces, right? So if you're dividing something into just a few pieces, they're pretty useful. But as you get into larger numbers, it's not that useful to use these fraction models. So for example, on this worksheet, number 4 says, or number 3, number 3, if you get out your worksheet right now, says 4 2/5.
Hey, wait, what is it? What, 4?
So today's assignment is page 65 in your notebook, 7.06. And the thing that I'm going to say about it is it's helpful to a certain extent. I would say it's not that important to add the whole numbers using the fraction models. So in other words, on this problem, instead of drawing 4 boxes and 5 boxes, I would probably go like this and say 4 plus 5 equals 9, right? So I know I have 9. And now I just have to figure out what 2/5 plus 2/6 is. Well, the problem with this is I can draw 2/5, and instead of using a square, I'm just going to use a bar. It doesn't really matter what I use. And I need to make 5 equal parts, and I can color them in, and that's great. So here's this one, that's 1, and here's this one, that's 2/5, right? And then I can draw 2/6. But the problem is when I try to find an equal or an equivalent denominator, it's going to be 30. Now, do I really want to draw 30 little lines in here? Is it that helpful? Not really. So I have to say that I think that this, the model system, I don't want to see you drawing 30 lines in here. I mean, yes, you could divide each one of these little 1/5 into 6 pieces, which is really what we're talking about doing. 3, 4, but look how messy this gets, right? And you could divide each one of these into 5 pieces, and then you could compare it, but that is pretty messy. So I think you go back to what we were doing yesterday, which is you write 2/5 plus 2/6, and then you do this. You say to yourself, well, 5 times 6 equals, what does it equal, guys? What is 5 times 6?
Oh, I got it. It's 30.
So we're going to change these into 30ths. Now, we know that we had to go 5, or the denominator, times 6. So now we're going to go 2 times 6, and that equals 12 30ths, right? Plus, on the second one, we did 6 times 5. So now we have to do 2 times 5, which is, what is 2 times 5? 10 30ths. And then that equals how many 30ths?
22.
Yeah, I don't think that you can, unless you made your drawing super huge, do you really think you could divide this into 30 pieces and color in 22 of them? I don't really think so, right? It's pretty tricky. So I'm going to tell you to try to use the models when they're useful. The first 2 problems, you can definitely use the models and you can draw them. By the third problem, it's a trick. By the fourth problem, you need to have it in 21st. And on the fifth problem, you have to do 6 times 8 or 48, or maybe you can do 24ths. You could do 24ths, but it's tricky. So today we're going to work on this. I'm going to make breakout rooms. If you want to work with a partner on it, you can, or you can work on your own and you can do a Dreambox lesson. I have my girls group at 10:30 in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Questions? So I'm going to assign you to breakout rooms unless you want to work with a partner, and then just let me know. Okay. Assign automatically. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. Let's move you to room 2. Does anybody want a partner? Eli? Okay. Anybody want to work with Eli today? Looks like Nora. Eli and Nora. Nora, make sure you get it done because I noticed that you were missing assignment. Oh, I don't know where it is. Is it 703 maybe, Nora? So are you sure you want to work with him or do you want to try to get a lot done today? Nora, what do you think? Because you're going to be gone tomorrow, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Nora?
I'm going, I'm actually going on the 12th.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah,
So, Nora,
yeah.
so honey, what about 703? Do you need to go back and do that one or did you get it done? And are you going to get more done working with Eli or on your own?
I think I actually need help, so I think I could do it with Eli.
Okay. Eli, you're going to help her get her work done, right? You're not going to just distract her. Nora, move to room 2. Okay. Anybody want to work with Kainoa today? Anybody? Bree, do you want to work with Kainoa? No? Okay. Kainoa, sorry, you're going to have to work on your own today. All right, the rooms are open. Go. If you have a question, come back to the main room.